தலைவர் மாண்புமிகு நீதியரசர் பாஸ்கரன் அவர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் முதல்ல என்னுடைய நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியையும் வணக்கத்தையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். மனிதன் மனிதனாக பிறந்த காரணத்தால் அவனுக்கு கிடைத்த மற்றும் கிடைக்க வேண்டிய அடிப்படையான விட்டு கொடுக்க முடியாத, மறுக்கவும் முடியாத உரிமைகளையே மனித உரிமைகள் என்று குறிப்பிடுகின்றோம். எனவே மனித உரிமை அவரவர் பிறப்புரிமை, அதனை மதித்து நடப்பது அனைவரின் முதல் கடமை. அவை யாராலும் தனிப்பட்ட முறையிலே உருவாக்கப்பட்டதல்ல, யாராலும் பிரிக்க முடியாத, பறிக்க முடியாத, பிளக்க முடியாத உரிமைகளாக அவை விளங்கி கண்ணியமான மனித வாழ்க்கைக்கு அடிப்படையாக திகழ்கின்றன. அனைவரும் சமம், ஈக்குவாலிட்டி பிஃபோர் லா அண்ட் ஈக்குவல் ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் ஆஃப் லாஸ் என்பதுதான் இன்றைக்கு மனித உரிமை ஆணையத்தினுடைய முதல் தத்துவமாகும். இதைத்தான் நம்முடைய திருவள்ளுவர் அவர்கள் பிறப்புக்கும் எல்லா உயிர்க்கும் என்ற அடிப்படையில் இருந்து மனித உரிமைகள் ஆணையத்தினுடைய அனைத்து செயல்பாடுகளையும் துவக்கி இருக்கிறார் என்பதை இங்கே மகிழ்வோடு நாங்கள் குறிப்பிட விரும்புகின்றோம். உரிமைகளை பாதுகாக்க வேண்டும் என்கின்ற நிலை வரும்போது நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு தமிழக முதல்வர் அவர்கள், அவருடைய அரசு எப்போதுமே முன்னிலையில் நிற்கும் என்பது நாம் அனைவரும் அறிந்த ஒன்றாகும். ஆண் பெண் சம உரிமைகளை பற்றி மற்றவர்கள் பேசிக்கொண்டிருந்த போது பெண்களுக்கும் சொத்திலே சம உரிமை உண்டு என்று சட்டம் இயற்றி சமூக நீதியை காத்தது நம் தலைவர் தலைமையில், கலைஞர் தலைமையிலான அரசாகும். Tamil Nadu is the first state to give share for women in joint family and co-possessory property as early as in 1989 itself, even before the union government to bring any law in this regard. ஆகஸ்ட் 15 விடுதலை நாள், இதை யாரும் மறக்க முடியாது. ஆனால் அந்த விடுதலை நாளிலே ஒவ்வொரு மாநில முதலமைச்சரும் கொடியேற்றலாம் என்கின்ற அந்த உரிமையை ஒன்றிய அரசிடமிருந்து போராடி வாதாடி பெற்றுத்தந்து இந்திய ஒன்றியத்தில் இருக்கின்ற மாநில முதல்வர்களுடைய உரிமையை காத்தவர் நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முன்னாள் முதலமைச்சர் தலைவர் கலைஞர் அவர்கள் ஆவார்கள். எனவே எல்லோருடைய மனித உரிமைகளையும் காக்க வேண்டும் என்பதிலே திராவிட அரசு, நம்முடைய திராவிட மாடல் அரசு முன்னெடுத்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது என்பதற்கு இது ஒரு எடுத்துக்காட்டாக அமைந்திருக்கின்றது. அந்த வழியிலே வந்த நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு தமிழக முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள், அவருடைய தலைமையிலான இந்த அரசு சட்டம், சட்டக்கல்வி, வழக்கறிஞர்கள் நலன், நீதி பரிபாலனம் ஆகிய அனைத்திலும் மிகவும் அக்கறை கொண்டுள்ளது. தமிழக மக்கள் மனித உரிமைகளை முழுமையாக பெற்று சுதந்திரமாக வாழ வேண்டும் என்ற சீரிய நோக்கத்தோடு தமிழக அரசு செம்மையாக செயல்பட்டு வருகிறது. மனித உரிமைகள் ஏதாவது பாதிக்கப்படும் சூழ்நிலை இருந்தால் மாண்புமிகு தமிழக முதலமைச்சர் தான் முதல் ஆளாக அங்கே ஓடோடி வந்து அதை காப்பாற்றி பாதுகாப்புகின்ற பாதுகாவலராக விளங்குகிறார் என்பது இங்கே குறிப்பிடத்தக்க ஒன்று. குறிப்பாக சொல்ல வேண்டும் என்று சொன்னால், இலங்கையிலே இருந்து இந்தியாவுக்கு வந்து அகதிகளாக இருந்தவர்களை இலங்கை அகதிகள் என்று அழைத்த நிலையை மாற்றி தாயகம் திரும்பியோர் என்று அவர்களுக்கு சொல்லி அவர்களையும் அரவணைத்து தன் சகோதரர்களாக பாவித்து அவர்களுக்கும் அந்தஸ்தை தந்திருக்கின்ற ஒரு மாபெரும் மனிதர் தான் இங்கே அமர்ந்திருக்கின்ற நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் ஆவார்கள். எனவேதான் முறை செய்து காப்பாற்றும் மன்னவன் மக்கட்கு இறையென்று வைக்கப்படும் என்ற வள்ளுவர் வாக்கு கிணங்க ஒரு சிறந்த முதல்வராக நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் அவர்கள் செயல்பட்டு வருகிறார்கள். ஐக்கிய நாடுகள் சபையிலே மனித உரிமைகள் என்று பிரகடனம் செய்யப்பட்டவை நம் அரசியல் சட்டத்தில் குறிப்பிடப்பட்டுள்ள அடிப்படை உரிமைகள் மட்டுமல்லாமல் அதை தாண்டி நீளுகின்றன. ஆனால் கட்டுப்பாடுடன் கூடிய சுதந்திரமே நன்மை பயக்கும். ஃப்ரீடம் இஸ் நாட் ஃப்ரீ. பேச எழுத உரிமை உண்டு, எதையும் பேசலாம், எதையும் எழுதலாம் என்பதல்ல நன்று என்று இங்கே நான் குறிப்பிட விரும்புகின்றேன். The main object of the human rights is that every human being should have equal rights to get everything without any disparities or discrimination on the basis of race, caste, religion, color, sex, language, politics, birth, property, status, natural or social origin. எனவே அனைவரும் அனைத்தையும் பெற வேண்டும் என்பதை மனித உரிமை என்பதன் முக்கிய நோக்கமாகும். இது மதசார்பற்ற நாடு. இங்கு காக்கப்படும் அவரவர் பண்பாடு. யாதும் ஊரே யாவரும் கேளீர் என்றுரைத்து என்னுடைய உரையை முடித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. The Honorable Thiru Justice Munishwar Nath Bandari, the Honorable Chief Justice of the Madras High Court is a popular Chief Justice. His Lordship holds court with an ever-present smile. We have been witness to His Lordship's wit and compassion within and outside the courtrooms. It is my honor to invite the Honorable Chief Justice of the Madras High Court, Honorable Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari, to deliver the special address.
Vanakkam and good morning to one and all present here. Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, Honorable Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Judge Supreme Court, Honorable Justice Arun Mishra, Chairperson, National Human Rights Commission, and fortunately, even my chief in Rajasthan. So that's a great occasion for me. Mr. S. Raghupati, Minister of Law, Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Justice S. Bhaskaran, Chairperson, Tamil Nadu State Right Commission, Chairperson of Human Rights Commission across the country, Dr. V. Radya Anbu, Chief Secretary of the Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. D. Jayachandran, and Dr. A. Chittaranjan Mondos, members of Tamil Nadu State Human Rights Commission, member of Human Rights Commission across the country present here, District Collector of the States, D. Vijay Karthikeyan, Secretary of State Human Rights Commission, Superintendent Police, students representing various colleges, members of media, and all those who are honored today, other degrees of the dais, including Justice Kafiullah, present here, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be part of Silver Jubilee celebration of Tamil Nadu State Human Rights Commission. At the outset, I congratulate the State Human Rights Commission on its Silver Jubilee and appreciate the role of Commission set in inception 1997. It is towards promotion and protection of the human rights, including women and children, persons with disability, elderly persons, and others. I commend the effort of the Commission in spreading human rights literacy and awareness among the various sections of the society through publication, media, seminars, and other available means. In the words of Mother Teresa, and I quote, "Human rights are not privileges conferred by the government. They are every human being's entitlement by virtue of his humanity." Unquote. Humanity is the main theme for the human right, and for that, Human Rights Act was released, a broad mandate to Human Rights Commission, which includes inquiries into the instance of the human rights violation by the public servant. It is also the research supporting efforts to increase awareness about the human rights, inspection of the police lockups, prison and juvenile homes, etc. At that stage, I would request, because chairperson of the Human Rights Commission of different states are also present, remaining a member of Juvenile Justice in Rajasthan High Court, I seen that children home and observation home under the Juvenile Justice are in pathetic condition. They are required to be seen because those child who are in need of care and protection or are in conflict with law are brought there, housed in the children home or observation home. If the condition is not improved, they run away from the homes, getting involved again in the crime. And therefore, to address the issue, we had evolved a device, and I would request all the chairperson of different state commission here to involve certain enterprises, the person who has to contribute towards the CRS, to adopt the houses, because we cannot look at the government every time. What we did is, we have given houses, children home and observation home, adoption to the industries. It is hardly few bucks they are required to spend, but with that, the homes were brought to a condition where The children brought there was not in a position or was not eager to leave. He was having all basic facility. This is one area which is required to be addressed, because after violation of the human rights, if somebody is coming to the commission, you would be addressing the problem he has faced. But we had to address prior to it, and therefore my request would be, and I urge the Human Rights Commission to address that issue also. Human Rights Commission has contributed greatly in human rights of India, despite certain limitations, structural and practical. The Human Rights Commission has played a potential role to protect the rights. Whether the Commission could contribute more to the exploitation of the needy people is slightly debatable issue. The Human Rights Commission, in my view, have to be given teeth and power to their effective manifest. The main limitation that Commission report are recommendatory in nature, rather mandatory for compliance, and without adequate power to enforce the decision. The lack of authority often results in oversight, rejection of the recommendation, or partial compliance, or delayed compliance. This is one gray area which is required to be addressed by the government. Despite a huge infra, a platform given to protect the human rights, the people come to the high courts under the PIL to seek protection, whether it is a custodial death or any other human right infringement. This can be avoided when we strengthen the institution with adequate power. I'm told that matter is pending, but it needs to be expedited. I would urge all those who are present here to advocate empowerment of human rights commissions with whatever powers they require to give effective mechanisms to implement their recommendation. Otherwise, the platform given to everyone who is suffering from human rights would look at the courts instead of the human rights. Courts, definitely they can come, but it remains expensive and at times time-consuming also. The easy platform is available with Human Rights Commission, and to make effective, again I would urge that it should be taken up on priority so that we make this institution to be very, very effective. Otherwise, recently, the court has taken count and Justice Call addressing one of the issues regarding the grant of bail in the case of Jubair's case had taken care of those who are kept behind the bars indefinitely or are not extended the benefit. This is not per se a violation of human rights, but if we go and see the condition of the prison, again, we need to address that issue also. The condition may be good. And recently, I was a member attached to NALSA and SALSA, visited certain prison. The condition was again pathetic. That is required to address because we need to restore the humanity. The person who is suffering should have adequate facility, but invariably it is lacking. Therefore, that is one area which is also required to be addressed. And at the end, let me conclude by reiterating that we remain steadfast for our commitment to take all possible steps to ensure fullest enjoyment of the basic human rights of our people, including an inclusive, suitable development. India is building a better and fairly society at home. It is also contributing to be better and fairly world. I, at the end, again extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to the State Human Rights Commission to provide me this opportunity to address the audience, august audience. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, my lord. Honorable Justice Arun Mishra, the Honorable Chairperson of the National Human Rights Commission, is known to the entire nation as an eminent jurist in all fields of law. His Lordship has delivered several landmark judgments of national importance on the bench of the Honorable Supreme Court. The National Commission's functioning has been revamped and enthused under His Lordship's leadership as the Chairperson and now has a new lease of life. It is our privilege to have His Lordship with us today. I now invite Honorable Justice Arun Mishra, the Chairperson of the NHRC, to deliver the special address.
Thiru M.K. Stalin, Honorable Chief Minister, Tamil Nadu, Srimati and Honorable Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Judge Supreme Court of India, just my esteemed colleague, brother, Chief Justice Madras High Court, Thiru Shri Munishwar Nath Bhandari, Minister for Law, Thiru S. Raghupati, Chairperson, State Human Rights Commission, Tamil Nadu, Thiru Justice S. Bhaskaran, members of the State Human Rights Commission, Thiru D. Jayachandran, Dr. A. Chintaranjan Mohandas, my colleague, Dr. Mulle, Shri Rajiv Jain, my former colleague, Justice Khalifullah, sitting judges of the Honorable High Court, former judges, other chairmen from the various State Human Rights Commission members, prize winners, students, other ladies and gentlemen, advocates, and other dignitaries, members of media present here. Today is a great occasion, not only because we are celebrating 25th year of the establishment of State Human Rights Commission, but we are celebrating the cause of being a human, which is most important cause behind it. I thank Chairperson of the State Commission to give me an opportunity to be here and share the dice. Thank you. As all of us know, and we have the pride in that India is the largest vibrant democracy of the world. People will wonder, world over, how this democracy is successfully functioning. In all diversity, cultural, faiths, languages. So much area is, vast area India has, and is going to be the most populous country next year. So, we are the world's power as on today. We have to realize in this 75th year of our independence, nobody can ignore us. Nobody is ignoring us. We are being respected world over. So it is more of our responsibility to respect the human rights, to bring dignity to the human, to respect their human rights, and that is the cause of the state. National Human Rights Commission and the State Human Rights Commission, if function effectively, they are serving the cause of the state and the government of India. We are not adversaries. It is their function and primary duty to save the human rights of the citizens from tyranny of anyone on earth or any system or any officer, errant behavior of any officer or human, that I will say not officer. Actually, it is errant human behavior which has to be taken care of by the State Human Rights Commission and National Human Rights Commission. Equal justice for all and distributive justice and socio-economic justice is enshrined in our constitution. Those who have remained deprived of for centuries, we have to give them justice, ameliorative hand, and what they had been deprived of, so as to make them equal with us. That is what is contemplated under the equality talked of by the Law Minister of the state, dignity and protection, equal protection of human rights. For equal protection of human rights, it is necessary that every human respect the right of all creatures, all biodiversity on earth. Because without that, human existence is not possible. We have to depend upon each other. We have to care for the environment. We have to take care for the system. We have to take care of each other. We have to live with dignity. We have to live with love. We have to live with affection. That is what is requirement of the day. Indian ethos and culture is a chapter right from beginning. 5,000 years ago, we find it is totally embedded with human rights, you see. If we go for globalization concept, 5,000 years ago we find Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam concept in our scriptures. Globalization is being talked of today. It's not of today. For Indian culture, it is 5,000 years old concept. So Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And then we say, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Gautam Buddha spread ahimsa. Jain Dharma filtered evils of which came in the Hindu Dharma, refined. Sikh Dharma further refined it. We are the assimilation. We have the power of, Hindu culture has the power of assimilation of all religions, all cultures, all languages. That is the power of India. That is the spirit of India. That is the culture of India. So, when we go to Mahabharata age, we find civil liberties in a political system have to be protected by the king or the ruler. Two, Mahabharata is a glaring, salutary example of the human rights. During the day, battle will be fought. In the evening, they will visit each other's camps, enemies' camps, look after the injured, wounded persons and take care of them, talk for compromise, talk for the solutions. That is the culture of POWs, injured soldiers, which was there earlier and during time of Mahabharata. And then we see in Ramayana epic, Ram restrained Lakshmana from using weapon of mass destruction, is stating that these weapons should used ordinarily, very sparingly, when only there is no other way out. He stopped Lakshman from destructing the masses by using destructive weapons. That is the culmination of India's policy of no first use of atomic energy. We'll not use the atomic energy first. We'll use it as only in self-defense. So our culture, our entire system is embedded with human rights. We aim for Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, and Sikh gurus have started langar culture also, and food security, that is providing food security to all. Gurudwaras, you go any day, you will find food being distributed free. That is the culture we have. It was rightly said that humans are born with human rights. Everybody is born with the human rights. So, it is our duty to ensure that every human realizes their full potential and is not deprived of any opportunity unreasonable in the pursuit of his choice. Now, there is a concept of sustainable development. Sustainable development earlier used to be measured only in terms of the GDP. Now, it is progressive and inclusive. Qualitative improvement of human is aimed by the sustainable development. And sustainable development has to take care not only of the today, but the development should be one that we should not extract the resources to such an extent so that they may fall short for the future generation as well. We have to ensure this planet Earth. We have to ensure that material resources of the natural resources remains intact for them. Business and human rights is another concern of the day. With advent of globalization and multinational companies, now we see superior bargaining power again taking place. In this is the duty of the state, and corporate responsibility has been fixed under the Corporate Social Responsibility in the Companies Act, CAMPA fund established by the Supreme Court for afforestation purposes, but its use has to be still seen. When I was in Supreme Court dealing with this matter, I saw that fund is lying, is still not being used by the state government for the purpose of afforestation. It has to be used. It is a responsibility of business establishment to see that human rights are not violated and there is no degradation of environment take place, since the state has taken off its hand from most of the sectors and labor's rights are protected. Now, government has come up not only with the statutory changes, but GEM portal is there, which provides that certain percentage of procurement should be done from the SC/ST and women-led entrepreneurs. That is a kind of ameliorative hand which is required to be extended to the deprived section of the society to make them equal. COVID-19 has taught us various lessons. Even today,